for these squads.
I mean, they have to do it here, right? They have to do it here. They have to do it with confidence. They have to break the synergy that is APG, because if they don't do it here, it's never going to happen.
Exactly. This is the destined encounter, the final encounter between APG and Boom Esports. Does APG take this one 4-1, or does the boys in Boom come back with a 3-2?
Fates intertwine between these two teams here, and they meet again during qualifications towards the knockout stage, and once again at the brink of elimination. This will be Game 5 featuring Alpha Gaming taking on Boom Esports.
Oh baby, Boom, it's your time to change this into a 3-2, or does APG come through with this funky draft with a lot of AoE, a lot of delivery, and big front line here from the Lapu Lapu as well as the Luwang.
I mean, it's the same quote. One more time, right? One more time from both teams. Right now, Boom wants one more time so they can last longer in this series. APG, one more time to be able to take it, proceed down more deeper into the lower brackets, and potentially take the lion's share of the #1 place for that 300,000 USD prize.
Only time will tell here for this two teams. Will they be falling out of the competition after this game, or will they be continuing their run now as we go into this one? But there it is already so far, just kind of trying to funnel over the Crimson Gold, potentially here over to the side of Carl once again. Obviously, you saw that maybe potentially Danny got it on the Parasolar, but maybe it's just because the wave clear on Carl is already pretty low. Giving over that to Parasolar would have been a problem.
Yeah, they need to hold the lane, right? Both Carl as well as Danny need the farm. They need the EXP as well, which is why this lane sharing is so important for the side of Boom Esports.
Very important for these two teams, because obviously, I mean, you're going to be looking at trying to get Danny online a little bit earlier, especially in terms of those power spikes, right? Maybe even the Spark Forge Dagger first item, maybe even the Doomsday. That's the kind of two items we're looking for here onto that Parasolar.
Yeah, we'll see which one he chooses for the side of Danny. But for now, Boom Esports, they're doing well. Miki does help to secure that space, right? Which means they get the teleportation portal. This is going to allow Danny to ramp up his farm, but right away they're trying to set up something in this mid lane. Stun comes in from draw, but now he has to be using the flash. Unfortunate for him.
Yes, very early flash being committed here by draw, but I mean, it's better than him dying to first blood. But we obviously didn't really comment much on Midge's Dharma pick here as well, right? Like, obviously, that's going to be a big, crucial crowd control factor going into these team fights. But really, Carl leading the charge, and then maybe Midge trying to get that backdoor flank to try and get the best Truth Mantra as possible.
You'll see what the value of the Skyfall is, right? The timing and the choice of the target for the Skyfall is going to make the world difference for the side of Boom Esports. Because for now, I don't think they can contest in the jungle. You already have Yulong level 5, right? Carl's level 5 as well, but because he has the Hardened Jade mark, this is going to be much more straight for Yulong.
Oh, a lot more straightforward, a lot quicker in the terms of takedown into the jungle, right? Obviously, level 6 before Carl's level 6 there means that he's definitely kind of steamrolling ahead here. And he does have around about 200 gold difference here as well, just into the jungle lane alone. Looking to maintain that one will be Yulong.
Okay, but the flip side, if you take a look at the farm lane, Danny's actually doing well against Sun, which is great news for the side of Danny. I mean, this is his prio pick. This is his premium pick, if you say. Arlie, he has found a lot of success. Yep. Can he find it just one more time?
That's it. It's his bread and butter, right? Like, he needs to try and perform on this pick if he wants to try and take this one to a 3-2 scoreline between APG and Boom. But I feel like APG is like, do we let them get this far? Probably not. Using the Hardened Jade Steel here just to steal away those boards is exactly what we thought was going to happen here with Yulong on the face.
You see the difference maker here, right? It may seem like a little small advantage in terms of EXP for the side of Yulong, but it's going to get a lot more explosive from the side of Carl, because he's going to consistently keep stealing the camps. Exactly what he's doing now, and they're bidding fight Sabers, looking for the perfect knockup.
Oh,
nice checking.
That's hit into the face of Saber in that brush, but he's going to be fine. He's Lapu Lapu. He can take a few of those every given Sunday.
Yeah, no problem with the amount of tankiness he has. Danny trying to set up a situation to buy time and maybe force out a couple of skills from the side of APG, but that's not going to be the case here. 4 minutes, we are here with the Tyrant open up for grabs.
I can't believe it's 4 minutes already. I feel like I've just got onto the gorge and we just like commentating on what's going to happen in the lane phase, but now we are going to get onto the point of concession here, which is going to be that Tyrant. Obviously, Siang doesn't have to be anywhere near that one. He can use the Battlefield Command to get down there, and right now, Carl steals it.
Okay, they get the setup. They go go for the fight as well. Nice box from the side of Draw. Can they get the kills? They have found it. It's a lot of value for the side of Boom. But here comes APG. They run them back. It's 3 kills apiece for both sides. But it's a double kill for Xiang.
Double kill for Xiang there is going to be pretty huge for the Clash. A triple kill going over to Xiang as well. He came and got every single life there. It means that Sun may be able to open up his T1 down to the bottom side of the map as well.
Yeah, not really worth it, but Danny, he's going to come in for the defense here. They lose the T1 at the bottom, and a lot of damage on the T1 on the top as well. Carl does make the difference by making the steal on the Azure Golem, but can he survive? Xiang does have the ability to chase.
He does have the ability to chase, maybe even taunt the Carl onto the Nerdsa pick here, the Wild Spark, but right now, pressure being put onto the map of Boom Esports. Obviously, T1 does get taken down there. We are seeing a little bit of a helping hand into the enemy jungle to steal away that Crimson Golem.
There is no way. This is secured instantly for the hands of APG. Also, the damage on the T1 on the top is pretty healthy, which means Boom might not have this T1 at the top for much longer.
Exactly. Could be the pressure that really kind of breaks the back of the camel here. That is Boom Esports. If they lose it, and they have, using Sun as a little bit of a macro marksman.
Okay, so Carl is doing what he needs to. He just got the Ominous Premonition, right? So this is going to hopefully get him more tanky in the fights, but they need the damage. The positioning on the side of Danny as well as Draw is going to be very important in this one.
Yeah, exactly. If either of these marksmen get caught out, especially either Danny or even Draw, right? Obviously, he has the Cannon Blast. He has set up some beautiful teamfight potentials already just using those single Cannon Blasts. And that thing inside the box in that previous one was definitely a statement.
Yeah, Draw, I like the fact that he's, kind of cosplaying chance for a little bit at this point. They need the success of Blacklist International in their hands right now, and Boom needs to find their own formula to make it work.
Definitely, they need to find their identity here in KIC, or they lose their identity completely going into this one. But now, a lot of ultimates being committed here onto Sun, but he uses the cleanse.
Yeah, this is not great at all. This is one big ultimate committed by the side of Carl to try and get the chase down. Miki actually fell in that particular exchange, not sure where he got the takedown, but with that APG putting pressure on the mid T1, and this is going to be map control for APG.
Yeah, scary situation to put Boom in right now if they take that T1 into the mid lane, but even more scarier if they eradicate that T2 into the bottom side of the map. So really, APG are just funneling the minions through in every single lane possible and taking away even more with that Crimson Golden Steel.
Yeah, they can't stop them. There is no option. There is no opening on the side of Boom Esports. But when they do, you can expect that Boom Esports, they will make a show out of it.
They will make a show indeed, but there's going to be Cannon Blast catching on to 2.
Nice done, but he catches 3 on the back, and it's not looking good. Shishan takes out Miggy. This is not a fight they want to take. Boom Esports, they have to run.
They do have to run, and they have to make sure they're going up top side of the map as well. As you can see there, Yulong looking for the split push here onto that T2 as well. Gets the takedown, looks for a little bit more here, but the minion wave down bot side has naturally paused.
I mean, look at the dive coming in. Even Xiang pushing them away so that they have space to take away the Azure Golem. And right now, Yulong is just all over the place. You can get the stuns, but where is the value in that?
Exactly. Where in the value, other than the slowing down the tempo or maybe even the GPM of APG, but you are 2.8k ahead here if you are Alpha Gaming. So no amount of Cannon Blast is going to make sure that you are able to get that lead back.
Yeah, which means right now it's about buying time, right? For Boom Esports, yes, they're training. Yulong's already a level ahead of Carl, and which means he's going to be able to deal a lot of pain to the side of Danny, especially if he gets the catch. But for now, Boom Esports, as long as they hold on, make it past the 10-minute mark, maybe even 15, there is a chance to come back into this game.
But APG probably know that, right? APG know exactly the timers of Boom's draft here, so they look to try and maybe get a quicker finish than the previous series here as well, but topside being completely eradicated, maybe try and get that pressure being pushed into either a T3 or that T2 down to the bot side.
It's a difficult task to do so because there's so many members you have to pay attention to. Now this will be secured by Carl. He does get the Crimson buff, but right now, in a half minutes here, the biggest problem is you don't get to touch Sun or Susan.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely kind of being sat between a rock and a hard place, right? Obviously, Xiang and Saber are being the ultimate denials here onto Shishan and Sun for now, but all it takes is Miji get into the back line, maybe a Starfall as well from Carl could really just kind of gain access to them.
I mean, that's the dream, right? For Boom Esports, they really need to rely on the mistakes of APG because right now they're super clean. Saber stands in the middle, Susan uses his ultimate, they get set up for a nice stop. And right now, even with all of that, they still can't find an opening into the heart of APG.
I mean, Boom was able to get the Azure Golem though, right? They was able to kind of maintain it for themselves, so definitely a bit of a good takeaway here from them.
Big catch! Can they finish the job? Saber's low. He will be taken down. That's a huge tank taken away from the side of APG, but the map is still not in their favor. Bottom T3 now under pressure. They got this kill at the 9.5-minute mark. Saber will not be available for the fight.
Exactly. Was that like poetry in motion, right? Obviously, yes, they lose Saber, but they obviously get a little bit of damage onto that bot T2. Forces away Midgie so they can't go for anything more into that mid lane.
Okay, 10-minute mark. That is the difference maker for now, right?
Yeah.
Xiang does not have his Battlefield Command, yet that's his ultimate. He will have it as we speak. So 10-minute mark feels like APG once again, they have regained composure, regained the strength.
And now they are looking to regain another Shadow Tyrant or Shadow Overlord. We're in the 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and this could be it. Can APG get the steal?
They're pulling it out, they want to get the reset happening, but it's not going to happen for now. Reset finally happens, they get a stun on the Saber. It's all about setting up. Miggy is looking for an opening, but has been found out by Sun. Right now, if they can catch out the jungler Yulong, this might change it into their favor.
Speaking of changes though, we do obviously see that Xiang is topside of the map, just trying to usher through those minions as well into that T3. Forces away Boom and makes them reconsider this Tyrant.
Yeah, they're being pulled across all the different places. Miggy shows his face, which means this is the opening for APG. Power's falling, taking quite a bit of damage as well. In the meantime, Sun is helping to work on this Shadow Tyrant.
Shadow Tyrant now being started by the side of APG, but it is going to be trying to be contested here by Boom Esports. Hard and Jade Seal is going to get procced.
Yep, they're going to have to knock up onto that as well. Secure by Yulong, the fight ensues. What a nice catch by Boom! Can they finish the job though? Miggy gets rid of Saber. A big tank has been taken from the side of APG. But for now, Boom, that's all they can find.
All they can find, but they are able to exhaust the flash from Shishan, Sun, and Saber. That's a lot of resources being banished here, only for that.
Oh no, they have found him. Draw is going to be taken down, and that is one member down. So it's going to be a trade of roamers at this point. But it's a trade that benefits APG, who have a 2.6 thousand goal lead.
Exactly, getting that cannon blast off of the gorge here is definitely going to stop any signs of Yulong slowing down now as they get into around about the 12-minute mark.
Right, so APG, they have taken T1 in the mid. This is going to open up the gorge so much more for the side of Alpha Gaming. At the same time, keeping timers on the ultimates as well as the common spells. Everything is up. No, the only thing that is up is Tatsuri's flash on the side of Boom.
Exactly, that's scary, right? Like, if you are Tatsuri, you're looking for a potential just flash it out to keep yourself alive, or maybe a flash in with a Destructive Deluge when you get that up and running. But Midgie here just trying to go for a little bit of a split push here, but Xiang's like, you know what? I'm already at T3. That's not really what we're looking for.
No, Yulong has been caught. Oh, there's a nice box, but a save comes in, and still they have taken a T2. No more damage. They shut down Yulong in the middle of this, but can the rest of the members survive? Carl, he's trying his best. He's tanking, but no one gets the follow-up damage. Danny is down.
Danny is down, but Shishan and Yulong get traded for Danny, which right now you're looking for the damage, and it's only Sun that's going to be able to kind of commit that over to the side of APG.
But they got the T2, that's the big thing. They got the T2 in the mid, and once again, Boom, they have to deal with the menace that is the minion waves coming in on all three lanes.
They're doing so good so far, right? Obviously, they only lost one member. They still can commit these teammates through, but the Skyfall is going to come through here onto Xiang.
All right, this has to be the big win. If they can get rid of him here, no, they cannot. He makes it out with the Battlefield Command. Does not get the heals, but who cares? He survives.
Exactly, that's the aim of the game, is surviving here, baby. But bot side of the map definitely needs to be tended here by the side of APG. They don't want to lose that T2 just yet. They've just managed to secure all the T2s so far from Boom. They don't want to lose any for themselves.
But this is a good fight for Boom, right? Xiang does not have the Battlefield Command. If they get the catch now, it should be a guaranteed kill.
It should be, but they're trying to get the poke, trying to get the damage up onto the Shadow Overlord here on the side of APG.
Yep, they're waiting for a reset. On the top side, it's going to be Miggy putting his damage in as well. Shishan looking for an opening, does not find any, but oh, that's a shutdown! Danny gets a kill. Boom! This is a dream scenario. Can they force a fight out of APG?
They're trying to force a fight indeed here. Obviously, you see that minion wave down bot side of the map, just kind of creating that pressure once again, but they didn't add to the call.
Danny, oh, Miggy, what a catch! And that's gonna be big! Danny survives as well! Can they get the finishing blow? Sun is now caught in the middle. Miggy is here! And with that, 2-on-1, they finish the job! Boom! They're coming back! The dream is alive! Now Yulong, he's gonna try and run, but a stun is gonna come in. 3v1, 4v1, he's gonna try, run on the wall, but draw one more stun, and he is one-man army against the rest of Boom.
Boom is back, baby! They take the T2 top side of the map here, and only Yulong and Siang alive. They have to wait until Shishan and Sun come back here, maybe to even try and contest this Shadow Overlord, but this could be spelling the end of what looked like a potential win here for APG.
Yeah, I mean, PKL fans, you have to be proud. This is the version of Boom we were hoping for. We got it finally at this point. We asked, how long was it going to take to be able to come to this stage of the game? They have done it, and it is only at the 15-minute mark. Boom, they can end this before the Tempest Dragons.
Yes, they've got to make sure they're choosing this end point very carefully here for the side of Boom to try and bring this to a 3-2 scoreline to potentially get that best of 7 onto the cards here for the PKL second seed representatives right now. But that Tyrant is looking very fruitful for the side of APG. If they get this, it could spell disaster.
They have all the cards here. They're going to try and secure it. Nice ultimate on the backlines, though. They are doing it. Full attention. And with that, they have gotten the Tyrant. They have the attacking prowess. But the life bars not looking good for the side of APG. Nice stun from the side of Draw. But I think it's safer to disengage. And Boom make the better decision. They keep their members alive. They're looking for map control instead.
Looking for map control, but also dropping that Shadow Vanguard into the mid lane is going to be Boom Esports. Maybe looking to open up the base of APG just a little bit further, help themselves to the Azure Golem as well.
I'm not sure about you, but I'm feeling it. Boom, there is a very good chance they could come back into this game. Xiang once again threatened now, finally, by the presence of Miggy.
Exactly. Migi is definitely been the guy to be the spearhead into the side of APG for now. Obviously getting those crucial pickups in that last team fight really just ballisted and opened up that team.
Nice, they get the stun onto Saber as well. The biggest problem here on the side of Boom is actually Danny. He has a lot of damage on hand. He's already at 13k. He is 6 slotted right now.
6 slotted indeed is going to be Migi as well. So far, Danny also, but now we have the Azure Golem go over to Danny. That's going to obviously help with that.
Saber, they just deleted him, but Miggy with the comeback as well to slam him against the wall, but it stuns APG. They have turned the whole fight around. Danny's down. It might be the end for Boom. Kao, he needs to run for his life, and he will not make it. It is an ace for the side of APG, and that might have been the dreams of Boom Esports gone.
Exactly, you've got about at least 24 seconds left on the timer here for the side of Boom Esports. APG will be your last top 4 team going through to the lower brackets.
And congratulations to APG, the Alpha this time in the best of 7.
Honestly, it definitely looked